Shalom, welcome to Tactically Torah. I am Heath Hayes, and we are reading the Bible in a year. We are on day 12, and we're going to read Genesis, chapters 35, 36, and 37. Let's just go ahead and dive into it. And Elohim said to Jacob, "Arise and go up to Beth El and dwell there, and make a slaughter place there to El, who appeared to you when you fled from the face of Esau your brother." And Jacob said to his household and to all who were with him, "Put away the foreign mighty ones that are among you, and cleanse yourselves, and change your garments. Let us arise and go up to Beth El, and let me make there a slaughter place to El, who answered me in the day of my distress, and has been with me in the way which I have gone." So they gave to Jacob all the foreign mighty ones which were in their hands, and all their earrings which were in their ears. And Jacob hid them under the terebinth tree which was near Shechem. And they departed, and the fear of Elohim was upon the cities that were all around them. And they did not pursue the sons of Jacob. And Jacob came to Luz, that is Beth El, which is in the land of Canaan, and he and all the people who were with him, and he built there a slaughter place, and called the place Beth El, Beth El, because there Elohim appeared to him when he fled from the face of his brother. And Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried below Beth El under the terebinth tree. So the name of it was called Elon Bakuth. And Elohim appeared to Jacob again, and he came from Padan Aram and blessed him. And Elohim said to him, "Your name is Jacob, and your name is no longer called Jacob, but Israel is your name." So he called his name Israel. And Elohim said to him, "I am El Shaddai. Be fruitful and increase. A nation and a company of nations shall be from you, and sovereigns come from your body. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac I give to you, and to your seed after you I give this land." And Elohim went up from him in the place where he had spoken with him, and Jacob and Jacob set up a standing column and placed there where he had spoken with him a monument of stone. And he poured a drink offering on it, and he poured oil on it. And Jacob called the name of the place where Elohim spoke with him Beth El. Then they set out from Beth El, and it came to be, when there was but a little distance to go to Ephrath, that Rachel began to give birth, and had great difficulty giving birth. And it came to be, when she was having great difficulty giving birth, that the midwife said to her, "Do not fear, for it is another son for you." And it came to be, as her life was going out, for she died, that she called his name Ben Oni, but his father called him Benjamin. So Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath and Bethlehem, on the way to Ephrath, that is Bethlehem. And Jacob set a standing column on her burial place, which is on the monument of Rachel's burial place to this day. And Israel set out and pitched his tent beyond the tower of Eder. And it came to be, when Israel dwelt in the land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah his father's concubine, and Israel heard about it. Wrong context for which I'm reading. And it came to be, when Israel dwelt in that land, that Reuben went and laid with Bilhah his father's concubine, and Israel heard about it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. So Jacob is Israel, right? And essentially, Reuben sees that his father Israel, Jacob, is getting older. So when he goes to lay with Israel's concubine, to know her, essentially, that is what would be seen as a power play, meaning he's the eldest, he is getting ready to take his role or his place as the authority of the family, and that is a power play against the hierarchy, who is his father. So continuing on, chapter, 35, verse 23. The sons of Jacob, or the sons of Leah, were Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, Simon, Levi, Yehuda or Judah, and Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. The sons of Bilhah, the sons of Bilhah was Rachel's female servant, were Dan and Naphtali. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's female servant, were Gad and Asher. These were the sons of Jacob, who were born to him in Padan Aram. And Jacob came to his father Isaac at Mamre, or Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had dwelt. And the days of Isaac were 180 years. So Isaac breathed his last and died, and was gathered to his people, aged and satisfied of days. And his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. Chapter 36. And this is the genealogy of Esau, who is Edom. Esau took his wives from the daughters of Canaan, Adah, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Sibon the Hivite, and Basmath, Yishmael's daughter, sister of Nabaioth. And Adah bore Eliphaz to Esau, and Basmath bore Reuel. And Oholibamah bore Yeush, and Yalam, and Korah. These were the sons of Esau, who were born to him in the land of Canaan. And Esau took his wives, and his sons, and his daughters, and all the beings of his household, and his herds, and all his beasts, and all of his possessions, which he had gained in the land of Canaan, and went to a land away from the presence of his brother Jacob. For their possessions were too great for them to dwell together, and the land of their sojournings could not support them because of their herds. So they had massive herds. So Esau dwelt in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So that's pretty straightforward. Esau is Edom. And this is the genealogy of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir. These were the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, son of Adah, wife of Esau, and Reuel, son of Basemath, wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Sepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. And Timnah was the concubine of Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bore Amalek to Eliphaz. These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife. These were the sons of Reuel, Nahath, and Zerah, Shema, and Mizah. These were the sons of Basmath, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Oholibamah, Esau's wife, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Sibon, and she bore to Esau Yeush, and Yalam, and Korah. These were the chiefs of the sons of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau, were chief Teman, chief Omar, chief Sepho, chief Kenaz, chief Korah, chief Gatam, chief Amalek. These were the chiefs of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. They were the sons of Adah. And these were the sons of Reuel, Esau's son, chief Nahath, chief Zerah, chief Shammah, chief Mizah. These were the chiefs of Reuel in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Basemath's wife, Esau's wife, and these were the sons of Aholibamah, Esau's wife, chief Yeush, chief Yalam, chief Korah. These were the chiefs descending from Aholibamah, Esau's wife, the daughter of Anah. These were the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these were their chiefs. These were the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabited the land Lotan and Shobal and Sibon and Anah and Dishon and Etzer and Dishan and Dishan. Maybe Dishon. I don't know. Verse 21. These were the chiefs of the Horites and the sons of Seir in the land of Edom. And the sons of Lotan were Horai and Hemam. Lotan's sister was Timnah. And these were the sons of Shobal, Awalan, Manahath, and Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. And these were the sons of Sibon, both Ayah and Anah. This was the Anah who found the water in the wilderness as he fed the donkeys of his father Sibon. These were the children of Anah, Dishon, Aholibamah, and the daughter of Anah. And these were the sons of Dishon, Himdan, and Ishbon, and Yithran, and Keran. So all of this is genealogy and lineage, because just as important as, we see and understand the lineage of Jacob, and even, being able to trace that from Yeshua to King David, and from King David all the way back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob throughout the tribes and all of that. It's important. But we also see Edom, or the Edomites, and them being able to trace their lineage back to the same thing, to the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So there's all that. Let's see, where were we? That's right. Verse 26. These were the sons of Dishon, Himdan, Eshban, and Yithran, and Keran. These were the sons of Etzer, Bilhan, and Awan, and Akan. These are the sons of Dishon, Uts, and Aran. These were the chiefs of the Horites, chief Lotan, chief Shobal, chief Sibon, chief Anah, chief Dishon, chief Etzer, and chief Dishan. These were the chiefs of the Horites according to their chiefs in the land of Seir. And these were the sovereigns who reigned in the land of Edom before any sovereign reigned over the children of Israel. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Din-Habah. And Bela died, and Yobab, son of Zerah, of Botzrah, reigned in his place. And Yobab died, and Husham, of the land of the Temanites, reigned in his place. And Husham died, and Hadad, son of Bedad, who struck Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place. And the name of his city was Avith. And Hadad died, and Samlah of Masrekah reigned in his place. And Samlah died, and Shaul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his place. And Shaul died, and Baal-Hanan, son of Akbor, reigned in his place. And Baal-Hanan, son of Akbor, died, and Hadar reigned in his place. And he Ooh. And the name of his city was Pau, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. Hmm. And these were the names of the chiefs of Esau according to their clans and their places by their names: Chief Timnah, Chief Awalah, Chief Yetheth, Chief Oholibamah, Chief Elah, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenaz, Chief Timan, Chief Midstar, Chief Magdiel, Chief Iram. These were the chiefs of Edom according to their dwelling places in the land of their possession. Esau was the father of the Edomites. Okay. That was not the easiest chapter to read. But with that said, we continue on. Chapter 37. And Jacob dwelt in the land of his father's sojournings and in the land of Canaan. And this is the genealogy of Jacob. Joseph, being 70 years old, was feeding the flock with his brothers, and the young man was with the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought an evil report of them to his father. Israel loved Joseph more than all his children because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a long robe. But when his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers, they hated him and were not able to speak peaceably to him. And Joseph dreamed a dream and told it to his brothers, so they hated him even more. And he said to them, "Please listen to this dream which I have dreamed. See, we're binding sheaves in the midst of the field, and see, my sheaf rose up and also stood up. And see, your sheaf stood all around and bowed down to my sheaf." And his brothers said to him, "Shall you indeed reign over us? Shall you indeed rule over us?" So they hated him even more for his dreams and his words. And he dreamed still another dream and related it to his brothers and said, "See, I have dreamed another dream, and see, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars bowed down to me." And he related it to his father and his brothers, and his father rebuked him and said, "What is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall we, your mother, and I, and your brothers bow down to you? Indeed, come and bow down to the earth before you?" And his brothers envied him, but his father guarded the word. It's interesting that Jacob was actually able to interpret the dream. So there's that. And his brothers went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said to Joseph, "Are your brothers feeding the flock in Shechem? Come, I send you to them." And he said to him, "Here I am." And he said to him, "Please go and see if it is well with your brothers and well with the sheep, and bring back word to me." So he sent him out of the valley of Hebron, and he went to Shechem. And the certain man found him, and see, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, "What do you seek?" And he said, "I am seeking my brothers. Please inform me where they are feeding their sheep." And the man said, "They have left here, for I heard them say, 'Let us go towards Dothan.'" So Joseph went after his brothers and found them in Dothan. And they saw him from a distance, and before he came near them, they plotted against him to kill him. And they said to each other, "See, this master of dreams is coming. Now then, come, let us now kill him and throw him in some pit, and shall say, 'Some wild beast has devoured him.' Let us then see what comes of his dreams." But Reuben heard and rescued him from their hands and said, "Let us not strike his being." And Reuben said to them, "Shed no blood. Throw him into his pit which is in the wilderness, and do not lay a hand on him, in order to rescue him out of their hands and bring him back to his father. So it came to be when Joseph had come to his brothers that they stripped Joseph of his robe, the long robe which was on him, and they took him and threw him into a pit, and the pit was empty. There was no water in it, and they sat down to eat a meal. And they lifted their eyes and looked, and saw a company of the Ishmaelites coming from Gilead with their camels, bearing spices and balm and myrrh, and going to take them down to Mitzrayim. And Yehudi said to his brothers, "What would we gain if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and not let our hand be upon him, for he is our brother, our flesh." And his brothers listened. And Midianite traders passed by, so they pulled Joseph up and lifted him out of the pit and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they took Joseph to Mitzrayim. And Reuben returned to the pit, and see, Joseph was not in the pit, and he tore his garments, and he returned to his brothers and said, "The boy is gone, and where am I to go?" So they took Joseph's robe, slew a male goat, dipped the robe in the blood, and sent the long robe, and brought it to their father, and said, "We have found this. Please look. Is it the robe of your son or not?" And he recognized it and said, "It is my son's robe. An evil beast has devoured him. Joseph is torn to pieces." And Jacob tore his garments and put sackcloth on his waist and mourned his son for many days. And all his sons and all his daughters arose to comfort him. But he refused to be comforted, and he said, "Now let me go down to into Sheol to my son in mourning." So his father wept for him. And the Midianites sold him in Mitzrayim to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, the captain of the guard. All right, that's 35, 36, 37. Tomorrow's day 13, and we will be reading chapters 38, 39, and 40. Shalom.